Welcome back, everyone. You guys have been diving deep into Chinese literature with Journey to the West. And today, well, we're going to tackle one of its most, let's say, visually arresting characters,
Oh, yeah.
the Hundred-Eyed Demon King.
Definitely a memorable one.
Now, from what I've been reading in this excerpt, Journey to the West, the story of the Hundred-Eyed Demon King, this guy's not your average villain.
Oh, absolutely not. This story, it goes way beyond just like a cool,
Right.
a cool visual. I mean,
Yeah.
it really taps into like some deep-seated cultural beliefs and fears, I think.
Yeah, okay, so let's unpack this a little bit, right? The source material describes him as this, well, honestly, kind of creepy centipede spirit
Yeah.
hiding out in this yellow flower monastery.
Right, right.
But it's the eyes, right? I mean, that's what gets me. And
Right.
100 of them, each one, and get this, each one can shoot like blinding light.
Yeah,
I mean, that's got to be more than just like physical power, don't you think?
definitely, yeah. It's a really great example of how this story, you know, connects to some of these ancient Chinese beliefs, right?
Mm.
Centipedes, they were seen as just these venomous, almost like demonic creatures.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They represented this hidden danger, and that idea of deception, it's really amplified by that whole blinding light thing. Like, it's about obscuring the truth.
Huh. It's interesting because that's exactly what the Demon King does in this story.
Right.
He tricks the monk, Xuanzang, by disguising himself.
Right.
And even Sun Wukong, the Monkey King,
Yeah, yeah.
this incredibly powerful, clever hero,
Yeah.
even he gets blinded for a while.
He does.
It's wild, right? I mean, it makes you wonder, like, what kind of disguises are we encountering in our own lives?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, what are the things that stop us from seeing things clearly? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And what's interesting is it forces, Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, it forces him to think outside the box, literally. So the excerpt describes how Wukong, he actually digs up dirt with his staff.
Really?
Yeah, and uses it to shield his eyes.
Wow, that's clever.
It's a pretty clever move, right?
Yeah.
It shows just how resourceful he is.
Totally.
But then it also kind of makes you realize that, sometimes even our best efforts, they're just not enough.
Right.
He needs like divine intervention to fully overcome the Demon King.
Yeah, that's right. He needs some help, and that's where Guanyin comes in, right?
Exactly. Guanyin, the Bodhisattva of compassion.
Oh yeah.
Essentially like a being who's achieved enlightenment but chooses to stay and help others on their path.
Okay. Yeah.
Guanyin gives Wukong willow nectar.
Hello, nectar.
Yeah, and it has this really strong symbolic meaning of healing and purification.
So it's more than just like a drink or something.
Right.
Like it's symbolic.
Yeah, it's very symbolic. It's a classic victory of good over evil on one level, sure, but it's more nuanced than that.
How so?
It's like saying, even the most powerful warrior, sometimes they need a little help.
Mhm.
And that compassion is just this incredible force for change, But what I find really, really interesting is how the story actually ends.
What happens?
Guanyin, she restores the Demon King back to his original centipede form.
Wow. So he's not like destroyed or anything.
No, it's a really powerful image, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like even the scariest monsters, they're often just lost.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes what they need is guidance, not just, defeat.
That really makes you think, what demons are we facing in our own lives that could benefit from a little compassion and a clearer perspective?
Right. Exactly.
I mean, maybe we all need a little willow nectar now and then, right?
Maybe so.
Maybe so. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time
See you next time.
for another deep dive into the world of Journey to the West.
Absolutely.
Until then, keep exploring.
Keep on reading.